Is your transmission slipping or is it just low on fluid? Easy way to tell, how to fix it, and the top 5 additives that actually work. When your transmission suddenly begins to hesitate, jerk, or feel like it's losing traction between gears, it can create a sense of panic that every car owner understands. Transmission issues are one of the most feared problems because they're known to be expensive, unpredictable, and often confusing. And the scariest part is that the symptoms of a slipping transmission can feel almost identical to the symptoms of low transmission fluid, which leads many drivers to assume the worst long before it's necessary. The truth is, most slipping problems do not require a full transmission rebuild. In fact, many of them come from simple maintenance issues that can be fixed quickly. Today, we're diving deep into how to tell whether your transmission is actually slipping or just low on fluid, the easiest way to confirm it, how to fix slipping before it becomes permanent, and the top additives that genuinely help restore a failing transmission. What transmission slipping really feels like. Before you worry about repairs, it's important to understand what slipping actually feels like. Transmission slipping has a very distinct personality, and once you understand it, the difference becomes obvious. When a transmission slips, the first thing you notice is that the engine revs higher than normal when you press the gas. You might step on the accelerator expecting the car to move with you, but instead the RPMs jump and the car barely accelerates. It feels almost like the engine and the wheels are having an argument and refusing to work together. Sometimes the transmission delays its shift, holding onto a gear longer than usual before finally switching. Other times you may feel a sudden jolt when it finally engages. In more advanced slipping, the car can even pop out of gear for a moment before re-engaging or suddenly re-engaging, which feels like the entire vehicle hiccuped. If you've ever had that moment where you press the gas and nothing happens for a second, followed by a surge forward, that's a classic sign of slipping. How a low transmission fluid symptoms can also feel like gear slippage. Now, here's where things get tricky. Many drivers feel those same symptoms and immediately assume their transmission is failing, when in reality, low transmission fluid can create nearly identical behavior. Low fluid doesn't mean worn gears or damaged clutches. It simply means the transmission cannot build enough hydraulic pressure to shift properly. Transmission fluid is the lifeblood of the entire system. It lubricates the internal components, cools the moving parts, and most importantly, creates the hydraulic pressure needed to engage gears. When the level is low, the pressure drops, and the transmission begins to hesitate. This is why low fluid symptoms often appear randomly. When the transmission is cold, the fluid level shrinks and the system begins starving. Once the fluid warms up and expands, the symptoms sometimes disappear. Another clue that points to low fluid is delayed engagement. If you shift from park into drive and the car takes a couple of seconds before it actually moves, that delay is often caused by insufficient fluid reaching the clutch packs. You may even hear a faint whining or humming noise when accelerating, which happens when the pump inside the transmission pulls in air along with fluid. This whining noise rarely appears during true slipping, which is another way to tell the difference. How to check transmission fluid correctly. To know for sure whether the problem is slipping or low fluid, you must check the transmission fluid the right way. Many drivers check it the same way they check engine oil, but that method often gives inaccurate readings. Transmission fluid should be checked when it's warm, because fluid expands significantly at operating temperature. The correct method is to drive the vehicle for around 10 minutes, park on a completely level surface, leave the engine running, and then check the dipstick if your car has one. Wipe it clean, reinsert it, and then check the level. If it's below the hot operating range, the transmission is low on fluid, and that alone might explain the symptoms you're experiencing. However, many modern vehicles no longer have a dipstick at all. Cars with sealed transmissions require a more advanced method involving lifting the car, removing a service plug, and checking the fluid level while monitoring the transmission temperature through a scan tool. These systems can be tricky and are better handled by a shop, but the principle remains the same. You must know the fluid level before diagnosing slipping. Once you've confirmed the level, everything becomes clearer. If adding fluid instantly improves the way the transmission shifts, your transmission wasn't slipping, it was starving. Fixing a transmission that is actually slipping. If topping off the fluid doesn't completely solve the problem or only helps slightly, then the issue may be real slipping. But even then, slipping can be fixed without replacing the transmission if you act early. The first step is identifying why the fluid was low. Fluid does not evaporate, so if it's low, there is a leak. It could be from the transmission pan gasket, cooler lines, axle seals, or the radiator's built-in transmission cooler. Fixing the leak is the foundation of any slipping repair because the transmission will eventually starve again if the leak continues. The next step is performing a fluid and filter change, not a flush. A flush pushes high-pressure fluid through the system, which can dislodge debris and clog passages in a worn transmission. A simple drain and fill allows fresh fluid to restore hydraulic pressure gently. A clogged transmission filter can absolutely cause slipping because it restricts fluid flow, so replacing the filter is often one of the most effective fixes. After servicing the fluid and filter, many modern transmissions need an adaptive reset. Transmissions learn how you drive, but they also learn bad habits when fluid levels are low or when pressure is inconsistent. Resetting the transmission's adaptive values forces it to relearn proper shift timing and pressure, which often smooths out slipping-like behavior. How transmission additives help restore performance. If the transmission still shows signs of slipping after fluid changes and adaptive reset, the next step is trying a high-quality additive. Additives do not fix destroyed transmissions, but they can significantly help transmissions suffering from low pressure, minor clutch wear, sticky valves, or hardened internal seals. The most widely used additive for slipping is Lucas Transmission Fix, which is designed to improve grip inside the clutch packs and restore hydraulic pressure. Many drivers notice immediate improvement because the additive gives the internal components a stronger ability to hold under load. Another popular option is Lubigard's Dr. Tranny Shutter Fix. While not specifically meant for slipping, it's extremely effective if the transmission shakes or vibrates during shifts, which many people mistake for slipping. It works quickly and is widely used in professional shops. Prolonged transmission treatment is particularly helpful for transmissions that slip only when hot. Heat causes thinning of fluid and reduces the ability of worn clutch packs to hold. Prolong reduces friction and heat, helping maintain grip during long drives. Seafoam TransTune focuses on cleaning the valve body, the brain of the transmission, and is helpful when shifting feels inconsistent or delayed. Sticky valves reduce pressure, and TransTune helps restore normal operation. AT205 Reseal is best for internal sealing issues. Hardened seals can cause internal pressure losses that mimic slipping. AT205 rejuvenates those seals and can restore proper pressure inside the transmission. When additives will not help. While additives can improve many early-stage slipping issues, they cannot fix everything. If your transmission is producing grinding noises, has black fluid full of metal shavings, or refuses to move at all, then the damage is likely beyond what any additive can repair. Additives are most effective when symptoms are light to moderate, especially when the issue involves minor pressure loss, sticky valves, internal seal wear, or shutter. By now, you should have a clear understanding of how to tell the difference quickly. If the transmission behaves differently depending on temperature, or if symptoms improve after adding fluid, the problem is low fluid. If the transmission consistently revs without accelerating, hesitates in every gear, or loses engagement regardless of fluid level, that is more consistent with slipping. Transmission issues don't always require expensive repairs. With early detection, simple maintenance, proper fluid checks, and the right additives, many transmissions can be brought back to smooth, reliable operation. And that wraps up the complete guide to knowing whether your transmission is slipping or just low on fluid, how to fix slipping before it becomes permanent, and which additives actually make a real difference. If this video helped you diagnose your transmission and potentially save thousands of dollars, make sure to subscribe for more practical car repair guides just like this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.